Welcome. I'm Tyler Rowland. This is where you meet the athletes. We're coming to you from Greenup County High School, and I am with quarterback Tyson Sammons of the Greenup County Musketeers. Tyson, who has had quite a career, a junior last season, ran for 1,500 yards and had an excellent year throwing as well. And Tyson, it's good to see you here. And let's start first off by talking about this year, just what an adjustment it's been. Of course, you have a new coach, you've had several losses, but in terms of graduation, but you guys don't look like you missed a beat.
Yeah, so it's been a bit of a, I wouldn't say rough transition, but it's definitely not been the smoothest with all the seniors that graduated last year. We had a lot of starters that graduated. We had a lot of starters that graduated and stuff, and we've had to have a lot of younger guys step up and fill in those spots and stuff. But I mean, we're at the point now where it's just knowing what to do and executing it, and I think that we're starting to get on a roll with stuff like that. So
you guys, of course, start off right now. I mean, a big win against Russell. Talk a little bit about that and just the momentum.
Whenever we lost to Colgrove, we decided that we didn't want to lose anymore. After Russell week or after Colgrove week, Monday practice, we started, really trying to focus up and do the things the right way, and I think that's a crucial part of why we won against Russell.
Talk about another area for your team this year has been the transition from 3A to 4A, and of course a new district. You have Rowan, still have Ashland, and then Boyd and Johnson Central. Talk about that, and just as that had any impact on you guys?
Yeah, I think it's no secret that we've had a lot tougher schedule this year. Our district is a lot more tough than it was last year. I think Johnson Central was top 20 in the state. Ashland's top 20 in the state, I'm pretty sure. Those are both really good teams, and Boyd County is really good as well. We're just going to try to compete with them as best we can. It's our goal to try to win every game we play, and that's what we're going to try to do. Try to be as prepared as possible every single time that we play one of those good teams, and that's what we're going to try to do this season.
What has it been for you that's been the driving factor behind the success you've had?
Yeah, I hear that a lot. That's like the what's your why question. I don't really know what my thing is, to be honest. I don't know. I've always been a hard worker. I'm pretty sure I could say that myself. I try to always be the best I can, be the best person I can. And I guess I could say that be the better person than I was yesterday. Try to be better than I was yesterday, and that's what I try to do every day.
Mm-hmm. One of your passions on the weekend, you play a Friday night game, and then you come back over the weekend and you preach. Talk about that and just what that means to you.
Yeah, it's always God's always number one, no matter what goes down in my life. Like last Saturday we played Russell. Normally we play games on a Friday, but we played Saturday, and I was at church Sunday morning. I've always done that. I was raised in church. I've always been a Christian, number one in my life. That's always what I've been, and it's gonna stay that way.
What's led you to want to preach?
Well, I don't know. I guess it started with me praying out loud and me leading prayers at church and stuff like that, and then I don't know. It all just started from there, and I started just getting more vocal and stuff like that, and then I got asked to fill in for a spot one Sunday morning, and I decided to do it.
What church are you involved with?
The Church of Christ, Allen Chapel, Church of Christ.
Awesome. And what's something, Tyson, that you feel like an obstacle that you've overcome and doesn't have to just be as a player, but maybe as a person to get to where you are?
I would say my biggest one was this past spring, having my shoulder surgery. I had a torn labrum from last season, and so I had to do surgery, and the recovery time was like 4 months so I could start throwing again. So I wasn't able to start throwing the ball until July. Mid-July is when I was able to start throwing the ball again, and that's probably my biggest obstacle. All the therapy sessions and all the visits with the doctor and stuff like that, probably.
Mm-hmm. I understood you're also a member of student council, hence your shirt. Talk about that and what you like about being a part of it.
It's just being a leader. I can be a leader on the football team as a quarterback, and I can be a leader of the school and the student body as well. It's a kind of they go hand in hand with each other. So I don't know. It feels pretty good to be a leader on the football team and a leader in the school.
Lastly, Tyson, and are there any shout-outs you'd like to give?
Yeah, so I just want to say I wouldn't be able to do anything that I do without my O-line. I'll shout out Elijah Smith is my center, my right guard Ethan Thomas, my right tackle Brady Blevins, he got hurt last Saturday. Christian Wheeler, also my right tackle, and then my left tackle Gage Gullett. I couldn't do what I do without any of those guys, and they're always the ones that help me up after every time I run the ball. They help me up every time I get hit. They're always there for me.
That's awesome. Well, Tyson, we thank you for being on, and be sure to catch. Thank you, Tyson, and be sure to catch Greenup County football. You'll get to see them on My Town TV. And we thank you for watching. I'm Tyler Rowland. This is where you meet the athletes.